What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Loafer Matthaus. Your purchase, and before you hit checkout, make sure you use the discount code JT11. Use the code and you should get 5% off all of your FIFA 23 coins. So in today's video, we're going to be looking at the base of 88 Matthaus. He's coming in at 650,000 coins. He is a 3-star, 4-star, and the centre back is not what we're going to be looking at today. He is a high work rate, 5'9", with 2 other alternative positions in a centre mid and a CDM. Obviously, with the fact that his 91 is a DM and his 93 is a CM, we've managed to get them alternative positions in the bag, and I personally think that is the best way for him. In terms of centre back, I think definitely still does a good amount of work, but I will prefer him as a CDM 100% of the time. With obviously this card, he's got an architect, so he can be lengthy. Stats throughout look pretty decent, to be honest, especially for an 88 centre back. Obviously, his positioning will be mattered for the obvious position that they're going to put the stats on. As we see with the 91, they've had a big increase on pace. They've given you a little bit more on that shooting, knocked off one of the defending, but 2 more physicals. So we're going to see how he works in this DM role. We've got leadership, power, free kick. We've got the architect to make him lengthy. Let's see what he can do. Got Matthaus coming down from the wing. I didn't realize left mid was really in his positions. What can we find? He's gone for the tackle, and I think he's gone beforehand. If we can get this penalty off in the hand, we'll give it to Matthaus. Ronaldinho has been absolutely slapped up. What can we get from him? Is it Matthaus? No, Maldini. We're not having that. Matthaus, straight down the middle. It's got to be. Come on. First goal. It's necessary. Into Matthaus again. In terms of the mid, he should absolutely run the show. It's a good challenge. We do win the ball back. He's seen to be wanting the ball again. Little over the top. Into Ronaldinho. First touch, and that's not a free kick. Okay. And again, getting rid of it. That's what we want. Firmino back into him. You know there's always a bullet somewhere. That's got to be a handball, surely. Matthaus, this is where the pace kicks in. Look at it. He's got, 82 on the base. No increase due to the fact that he needs an architect. Absolutely fine. The pace meta is just brilliant from him. You can see him just constantly going through. We wouldn't necessarily use him like that all the time, as Ronaldinho cracks the bar, goes for the seconds, doesn't get it. Matthaus is sitting on the edge. Little spin across goal. Yeah, there's no words for him. Obviously, we're not using him mainly as a striker. That just doesn't work out. But as a DM, you can see the capabilities that he can be pushed forward as well. We see that more in his prime, that he definitely becomes a more box-to-box than anything. He becomes the person that pulls the strings at the bottom and at the top of the pitch. Still watching it. He's still keeping himself in the middle. Always nice to have that out. We can see him just here. You can have that ability to make these through balls to your wingers, to your strikers, whoever you are kind of using for your attack. He's going to be able to get that outlet as he hits in that pocket, which is always very nice. And again, Matthaus looking for any sort of option if he can. Gets ran over. He does manage to take him out in the process, though. Not saying that's a normal occurrence, but sometimes it's always needed. He's just making runs through like it's nothing. We're going to find this pass off. Is the keeper coming out? It doesn't matter, because Ronaldinho is going to be there to mop up and to hopefully finish off this game. I swear he's just always in the middle. This is perfect. And I personally play a 4-4-2, so he is going to be definitely more attacking than if you did sit him in a complete DM role. But I think for me, he's been absolutely fine. He's on the ball. He's managing to get forwards and backwards with no problems. You will find every now and then, like now, he's not necessarily going to be absolutely high-end on the attack. Hence why I always say you need a strong base, a strong attack, and then the middle, you can get away with kind of average to start with, and then you need to kind of ramp it up once you know your backline set, because you can kind of have them players that do make them a little bit more runs. This is kind of like the perfect position I'd want him in, because I can make the attack what it is. We can see Son, Ronaldinho doing incredible stuff, and he's just pulling the strings left, right, and centre for us. Matthaus coming from the back, nearly held onto that ball far too long. Managed to get the free kick though in the end. Just shows the little bit of strength, little bit of character from him is going to work really well in keeping hold of that ball. But to be honest, I probably wouldn't try and kind of play out the back with him like that. Good tackle. One more to Matthaus making their movements, gets the touch. And again, coming across, we need an option now. That's going to be the only issue. Once you get into them tight angles, you definitely need to get rid of the ball as quick as possible because he's not going to be able to dribble past everybody. Little nice 1-2 from Ronaldinho. We're going to look for that pass if we can. We've gone to feet. Back to him. Little bit of a sprint. We need Ronaldinho in there. It's a solid interception. We find him. Oh, a Trivella's incoming. You know it is. And Casillas pulls off the big one. Good interception from Matthaus. Again, he's going to try and turn him. Gets away with it. Few little step overs. Gets them to run into each other. We're looking for the 1-2 here. Ronaldinho. Back to Matthaus, back into Son, who was looking back for Matthaus again. Very good link-up play. Ooh, Lukaku wants to brush past Matthaus. He is not happy about that in the slightest. He is going to get you, hunt you down, and take that ball away. And so will this guy until he steps to Matthaus, and we've managed to win it back once more. We've managed to find the pass in into Firmino, looking back for Matthaus if we can. Goes for the across goal, a little bit ambitious. Matthaus looking for the ping if he can. Little bit of a step. Little bit of that. Little bit of a left foot. And it's blocked. You could see that was going top corner, surely. Good interception. Little heel to heel. As he tries to find something. Shifts his weight. Shifts all the way. Trivella's in season. And he just cannot get past Casillas with it. Good tackle from Matthaus. Doesn't win the full ball, but definitely makes a solid challenge and a dent on the guy's leg. So going into the overall for Matthaus then. So in terms of this guy then, he's coming in at a whopping 615. Okay, so he's fluctuating. So his highest and lowest then. Let's have a look. 818,000 in fact, was about the, like the 3rd to the 4th of November. As we've come down, what we on the 7th now. So he's started to come down in a little bit of a crash, and we can see the icons at the moment are a little bit lower. World Cup, Black Friday coming. It's going to be that they will kind of hit a new price. We can see again that he's upwards of 690 at times, but then he's down at 645 and 615 at the moment. In terms of this player, centre-back wise, I think is still possible. I definitely think he is still there. He's got the lengthy meta, the defending, the physical. He's got a good amount of pace to start with. He will start to show colours of just not being able to do it as we get into better and better attackers in more consistent opponents. At the moment, we're finding a lot of people have got a solid team, but there's only so many with a god team or at least one god player. We're going to start to see people getting more and more of them as we go through the game cycle, as always. So I would then look at him really as a CDM. It's perfect for his 91, as we see with his 91. If we take off Architect by just changing him, in fact, we have got a card that is controlled. Architect can be lengthy. We get the extra pace bonus there, the 5, the 2 shooting. We lose a defending, which is absolutely fine. 90, 89, still very top end, but the pace increase is going to be massive, hence why the jump in 400,000 coins. But both of them for me are massive DMs. We look at his prime, that is going to be a beautiful CM as always. But the first two definitely are more DMs. Very quick on the ball, if I can get to it. Very quick on the ball, nice running forward. Not necessarily the greatest turns, which we would kind of expect. 71 agility balance is not going to give you Messi, Neymar-esque dribbling. That's just a standard. But the pace is good, especially with the lengthy passing. Getting back to defend, getting up to maybe kind of thread some balls through, depending on your level of opponent. We saw that in one of the games, manages to go through quite a lot. Again, that is all dependent on your level. If you're in Elite Division, you definitely could have him in your team, but he's not necessarily going to be running the show up the attack. I'm sure you've got better players for that would have better dribbling, but he still can do it at a level by any means. But overall for me, it's a 10 out of 10, 100%. I'd be happy with him from an icon pack, a max 88 pack. He's going to be an icon that will do quite well for a long time, to be honest. Any version of him is normally pretty good. As we go through with Matthaus, we do get better and better until we get the Prime or Moments campaign, whatever it's called, and that is going to be a top tier icon that everybody wants. So let me know down below what you think. Make sure you do check out all the videos on the left, and if you want to subscribe down below, that is always appreciated, and I will catch you all for the next one. Peace.